Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-March 2024 reading for the zodiac sign of Pisces. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages they receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But Pisces, let's go ahead and get into it. Column number 1, we're going to take a look at any big things coming for the remainder of March. Column number 2, we're going to take a look at anything related to money. Column number 3, we're going to take a look at anything related to love. And our fourth and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. Almost like advice to take into the remainder of March. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But again, back to column number 1 here. Let's take a look at our summary affirmation card. This is again kind of big items coming for the remainder of March. We have the summary affirmation card here of space. So don't hesitate to give yourself time and space to do things these next few weeks here. You can give yourself a little bit of quiet time. You can take a little bit longer to do something. Give yourself the time, the space. Not everything has to happen so fast. Remember, in the grand scheme of things, time is not really real. But I just feel like we maybe need a few extra days to do something, or just have a really quiet day. So that kind of peace and quiet, that space for yourself. Let's take a look though and see what messages we've got coming through here. First up, we have the Justice card. The Justice card is always favorable for you, so I love to see this for you here, Pisces. This is also like truth coming out, finding out information, so potentially finding out some information. Maybe you take a few days to process, to understand what that really means for you. This is also a card of legal matters, contracts, things of the court. Again, indicating favorable outcomes for you, potentially like some sort of negotiation. And don't hesitate to take a few extra days, a little bit more time and space to process through if you are going through any of those things, so if needed. The next card we have is the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is a card. This is like stress, exhaustion, having too many burdens. You may feel like we just have too much going on, and that's why we need a few extra days to think and process and understand. Nothing wrong with that. Again, this is encouraging you to take the time, the space, the peace that you may need. We have a lot going on, a lot of big things, a lot of heavy things, it seems like. So don't overwhelm yourself. Don't overburden yourself. At the bottom, we have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords, anytime we have 2 of something on a card, can be a decision card. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's some decision that has to be made here, Pisces. And again, give yourself the time, the space, the patience, the peace, whatever it may need to be to make that decision. I don't think it's something we need to rush into here. So lots going on, very, very busy. Fortunately, again, I just feel like you have the ability to take the time you need here. Taking a look at our clarifiers, first up we have the Page of Cups. This can be a card of new love, so potentially some new love energy here. This could be a new friend or a new animal even for some of you, Pisces. This is a card though of like hard work, being like studious. So in terms of studious though, I do feel like we need to maybe learn more about the negotiation, the contract, the decision. So really taking the time to get the understanding. So again, maybe that's time and space that equals a couple extra days, a few extra hours, whatever it may be. But I feel like we need more information. We're studying it, we're researching it, we're understanding it. The next card we have is the Emperor. The Emperor is very long term. It's very strategic. I think we need to think this through because it's going to be a big decision. It's going to be something that's really meaningful in the long run. Again, it's very strategic. It's very forward. So why make a big, impactful decision in a hurry when we can take the time that we need? And last but not least, we have the Wheel of Fortune. I love the Wheel of Fortune, one of my favorite cards in the entire tarot deck. With the Wheel of Fortune, this is a turning point. So I like to see this because I do feel like there's a lot going on. You have a lot weighing on you. negotiations, contracts, lots of burdens, lots of things happening. So I do feel like there's quieter time coming for you in the near future. So I like to see this. This is also good luck and good fortune. So a good shift for those of you that maybe are a little down on luck, down on money, whatever it may be. So all in all, nice shift I feel like we see coming with that card. All right, let's move on to our next column now, which is anything related to money. So quick money message for you. It's an affirmation and it says, I am financially safe and secure. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money. First up, we have the Sun card. In terms of good cards in the tarot deck, it really truly does not get much better than the Sun card. So this is material happiness, joyous outcomes, success. Again, I feel like through and through, this is probably the best card in the tarot deck. I feel like we're in a really happy, content place. I think we're in a good position. And maybe there's more happiness and contentment to come because I am feeling like there's a transition, which is interesting. But I feel like for you, maybe we're advancing, but we're advancing without being like completely miserable, you know? You don't have to only be miserable to leave a job. You can still move forward onto a better job. So that's kind of the feeling I'm getting. The next card we have is the Page of Pentacles. This is like new money news. So perhaps there's new money coming for you. I do feel like it's coming with some sort of change or transformation though. At the bottom we have the Six of Swords. This is going through a necessary change or transformation. This could be like relocating, and what maybe this is like moving to a different job within the company. Maybe we are physically moving for a job. But this is going through a transformation. But again, I feel like there's change coming. It's bringing more money. It's good. But I feel like we're happy and we're content and we're successful where we're at. So this is like a positive advancement. You know, again, we don't have to hate our job for some sort of change to come, right? Taking a look at our clarifiers, we have the Ten of Swords. We were just talking about this. So it's interesting. A lot of people have this kind of Ten of Swords, this feeling like they're in a low spot, that they're at rock bottom. I feel for the most of you that we're in a really good position. So again, it doesn't have to be this such extreme hate to still move on to something better. We do have the Page of Pentacles, which can be a patience card. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles, which can be like waiting, delayed success. So I do feel like something's in the works, but maybe it's moving a little bit slower than we would like it to. But I do feel like, again, you're transitioning, you're moving forward here, Pisces. At the bottom, we have the Page of Swords. This is a card of finding out information, finding out truth. I just feel like that information's taking a little bit longer than maybe we thought it would have. But I do feel like transformation, change, some sort of shift is coming for you. But again, I feel like we're pretty happy. We're pretty content. We're being really successful, and more of that to come in the future. So we're good whether it comes, whether it goes, right? Taking a look at our next column now, anything related to love. So quick love message for you. It says, embrace through each other, you will find the missing pieces. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love here, Pisces. So first up, we have the Three of Swords. This can be a card of like loss, depression, separation, divorce. It's an indicator of healing that needs to happen. I do feel like there was a relationship that ended recently, and keep in mind this could be family, friend, loved one, lover. It could be very broad spectrum, right, of who we're speaking to. But it does look like there's a relationship that's happened that ended somewhat recently. The next card we have is the Nine of Pentacles. This is a card of like solo, doing it solo. But I love this card because like there's luxury, there's enjoyment, there's happiness, there's gains. So I feel like we're just living our best life here without this person. So this is really nice, strong solo energy that we see with the Nine of Pentacles. At the bottom, we also have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is very bold, very powerful. I feel like this relationship was detracting from you. It was taking away from your power. It was taking away from your essence. It was taking away from all the wonderful things that you are as a person. So this is kind of like reinstating power. You're almost like free from this relationship here. It was holding you back in some way, shape, or form, it looks like. Looking at our cards, next up we have looking at our clarifiers, first up we have the Eight of Pentacles here. The Eight of Pentacles is, again, a card of enjoyment. We're just doing our thing. We're really enjoying the process now. It's that kind of solo energy. We're just in a much better place. We're also more efficient, it seems like, without this relationship. Again, some way it was limiting you or holding you back. The next card we have is the Queen of Pentacles. This is about being resourceful with the resources that we have. I do feel like you're capitalizing on your time, you're enjoying, you're making the gains, you're doing great things. This person could have also been like financially draining you or emotionally draining you. It was tapping one of those resources, that time, the effort, the energy, the money, your words, whatever it may have been. So I feel like we are like more bountiful in resources again, because again, that relationship was kind of draining on those resources. And at the bottom, we have the repeat Nine of Pentacles again. Really just living your best solo life, lots of enjoyment. We're making the gains. We're successful. We're happy here. Those kind of solo pleasures are coming through. All right, let's take a look at our fourth and final column now, which is a message for our future self or spirit guides. Almost like advice to take into the remainder of March with you. But we have the card Magnetism. One of my favorite cards. I'm a big time manifester. But when we have the Magnetism card, you really have this ability to attract things that you want. So we need to make sure we're focusing on the right things. I'm just going to throw an example out, and maybe some of you are familiar with manifesting, but like some people have debt and they don't want debt. So they say no debt, no debt, no debt. But again, we're focused on the debt and the universe doesn't really hear the no part. So instead of getting no debt, we're attracting more debt. So contrary, you would want to focus on something like abundance of money versus no debt, right? So being very careful what we think about, because we have this strong ability in the next few weeks to attract the things that we want to us. You're magnetic, your ability to bring those things in for yourself. Let's go ahead and take a look though and see what other cards we have here, Pisces. First up, we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is very tolerant, very empathetic. You see these kind of choppy waves in the background, and this is the ability to ride the waves. And I feel like you've done a really great job of that. I do think things are coming down though, which is nice to see. I'm hearing that you'll actually have the time to like focus on the things that you want. Right now, we've just tried our best to be flexible, to be tolerant, to ride the waves, go through whatever's coming our way. We do have the Temperance card. I haven't seen Temperance in what feels like forever, so I love this. It's a card of balance and harmony and moderation. So again, it's like we went from very choppy waves to very smooth water. A lot more balance, a lot more harmony. So this is really nice to see. I like this balance coming in for you. There also could be like competition, self-defense. So again, I feel like through and through, it's been kind of a rocky road. You know, we've done our best to be flexible and go with it. But I feel like there have been a number of challenges that have popped up for you recently, Pisces. So I like the smooth waters. I like the clearing of the bumpy road for you. Looking at our clarifiers, first up we have the Ace of Pentacles. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. So I do think this is a start of a new road that's a lot smoother for you. Again, I do think this could have been connected to money here, Pisces. So it's like we were riding the waves, because I feel like there potentially is money on the other side. There's some financial gains that we're going after here. So it's good. I feel like it's good that we rode the waves. We were tolerant. We were flexible. We were patient. But just in general, I feel like this is start of a much smoother path, and you can continue on towards that money that you're seeking there. The next card we have is the Devil. The Devil is a card of overdoing things, greed, envy, materialism, obsession. Again, there's just been a lot going on. It's been a rocky, bumpy road. So I like that we're going from a lot to a really balanced, smooth place. And at the bottom, we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is very confident, very self-assured. You're definitely skilled and have the expertise that's needed. So if there has been questioning of your ability or competition or feeling like you have to defend yourself, just know that you know that you have the skills you need. You know that you're on the path you should be. You know the end goal, what you're trying to accomplish here, and that's what's important. Really, what other people are thinking or trying to put in your head is not so important here. All right, now at this time I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video here and think of them. But question number 1, we have the 2 of diamonds, number 18 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2, we have the ace of diamonds, number 9 card. That's going to be a no. And question number 3, we have the 9 of diamonds, the number 39 card. That's going to be a yes. So yes, no, yes there for you, Pisces. If you watched your video earlier this month, we did pull a card from our Healing Stones deck, a crystal to keep with you through the month of March. You have Periodot, which is good for tolerance, allows for mistakes, really good for self-worth, open-minded, and being authentic. And last but not least, we are going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your healing note says, heal your heart, forgive those who have harmed you. Anger only aggravates your wounds. Forgive yourself too for your mistakes. Self-love is a powerful heart healing agent. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, follow. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly. I did also include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Pisces, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your March.